Very serious effort with some very serious people that are working this every single day here.
The forces on the front are committed, and they've done and are doing a superb job in securing freedom and democracy for the Afghan people. The United States remains dedicated to rebuilding Afghanistan, defeating terrorists, and rooting out the remnants of al-Qaida and the Taliban. The United States and its coalition partners are committed to assisting Afghanistan to achieve free elections and a stable government. International and bilateral cooperation is evident, and the lives of the Afghani people are improving daily.
The air cover that would be needed in the event of strong resistance from al-Qaida and Taliban.
I think the work that's been done by the Pakistani Army in the tribal areas that they have not worked in before, is a great benefit to the security of Pakistan, first of all, because the al-Qaida and foreign fighters that are in the tribal areas are a threat to the Pakistani government. They're also a threat to stability and progress here in Afghanistan. So I think what the Pakistani Army has done along with the Frontier Corps in the tribal areas that they're not used to dealing with, they've taken lots of casualties. They've stayed at the task, and my guess is they'll continue at that task as we go forward, is a really good thing.
About the process of voter registration, people are, aid workers can no longer go and...
Let me help characterize the security situation. It's not the same in all the country, as you're well aware. In the north and the west, it's very secure. There's no reason any kind of worker can't be out in the north and the west. The area that we have the most problem with is in the southeast, as we talked about. There are a couple of things, and I don't think it should be any surprise that as we go to voter registration and we come to national elections in September, that those who don't want Afghanistan to be a free and democratic country are going to try to disrupt that. I mean, those who want to come back to Taliban rule, obviously, they're going to give it their utmost. It's very much akin to what we saw from the Zawahri letter of about now 5 or 6 weeks ago, where he was asking al-Qaida for help and suggesting that they, in Iraq, create a civil war between Sunni and Shia as a way of disrupting progress in Iraq, and which are pretty desperate means by, I think, desperate people. So we're seeing some of this is desperate, but the way we're going to do it is the way I think that General Barno has laid out previously is we are using U.S. and coalition forces differently in the south and southeast than we have before. We are employing the Afghan National Army, which, by the way, has stood up very well.
We focus in some areas. We're adding troops and Marines to certain parts of the country that we're looking to exploit some of the intelligence we found. But I wouldn't want to characterize too much of our future operations beyond that. But I think we're finding good success by our overall strategy in terms of long-term unit association with various parts of that country down there that is gaining us a lot more intelligence and proving its effectiveness out there on the ground.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad you're on the other side of the line.